Okay, MV Moose Lover here with another grouse video. And this, I've had 3 grouse here all winter, sometimes all together, sometimes individually. And then they'd even come in snowstorms. And I had my picnic table, I turned it into an eatery where they could get underneath of it and eat, and put some boughs over it. And they even, like I said, in severe storms, they'd show up to get some sunflower seeds. So, and then they kind of tapered off there as the snow went off. They didn't come as often, and then they started coming back a bit. This is a male here, and it's been coming fairly consistent. It's the same one. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. I haven't had like 3 here or even 2 together, since the snow went off. But this one, it'll just show up. Like, I'm feeding squirrels here too. I was feeding the squirrels to keep them so they wouldn't bother the grouse. Give them some seed by themselves up on a platform so they just wouldn't. When the grouse did come in, they wouldn't compete. Because I got videos here of the squirrel and the a red squirrel and a gray squirrel squaring off with the grouse and just competing for the food. And then I had to take and put 3 bowls on a piece of wood there, just to so if they end up coming in together, they can kind of share and not get into it. But anyway, but this grouse, like I said, had been coming the last few nights, and but I don't like to put the feed out too early, because last night there was a gray squirrel that was taking seed, and he was just from the platform that I've got up. They can get up off the ground there, and they can get in these little tubs, and it keeps them busy so they won't bother my grouse. And but this one squirrel, he spent, I don't know, over an hour just hauling seed and burying it on my lawn. He was just my back lawn. He was just going to the feeder and just constantly going and burying these seeds. And I thought, well, I won't put any feed out for the grouse just yet, because he's going to probably get in an argument with the grouse. So, but anyway, once he kind of left and then going back to his den, wherever it is, I well, I actually looked out, and I was keeping an eye out for the grouse, and it showed up. So I went out with the food, and a lot of times that's what happens. I'll go out with the food, and the grouse will just kind of move off a little bit. And I can get up within feet of it, but it'll just kind of move away, and then I'll place the food there, and then it will go all the way down around a big loop and feed its way around through the woods and back on around my lawn, and then it might finally come back to the food. And it just kind of just a little bit nervous. So, and it's feeding all the time. It's just going around. And I got a little bit of footage there the night before. I did this last night, but it was the night before. I got a little footage of it, and it wasn't usable because I was filming it out through a glass door, and it was just terrible, and it was really dark. And this here was still fairly late when it showed up, so but I lightened it up just a bit in editing, and it's long. This is a long video, I realized, but you can watch as much as you want, and you can fast forward it, whatever. But his colors were just so nice here, and I just kind of didn't want to, just scrap it all. But it was, the colors are so vibrant on it here, and too bad the sun wasn't out. I don't like to have to edit it, light it up in the editing, but it's just, all you're doing is just adjusting the resolution a little bit, or the brightness, but it's the resolution usually that I bring up just a bit. But such a beautiful bird. And he's just picking here. And the night before, he had been eating all these leaves on my lawn, and it was cool because you could see him he'd just suck those leaves in just whole. You just pick up these big leaves and they just disappear. They eat a lot of that stuff, and I imagine there's all kinds of stuff here. There's so much stuff of them now that little insects, slugs, and all kinds of things. So they kinds of greenery that they can eat, veggies. But he still wants to come and get some sunflower seeds. He got spoiled, and this is a male, like I said. I can tell by the band, the black band on his tail, that it's a male. And I'm hoping, because when I had these here, I thought, well, maybe a female will bring some little chicks in. That would be so cute for a video, here later on, and maybe that, might happen. But I'm hoping that this male here will even get up on my picnic table, the eatery, and drum. That would be cool if I could get him drumming on my picnic table, whether I'll catch it or not. But anyway, because we're coming up to the drumming season here, the mating season. So I've got some videos on here if you're interested of grouse drumming. I filmed it near my son's home, and he's got grouse all the way around him. He's got a lot more than I do. And I filmed some there at Christmas, and there was like 6 of them all together in a bunch. And I was up to his place there I think it was last spring, I think. And maybe it was the spring before, I can't remember. And then I basically filmed a grouse there, and it was there every day on this giant log. And I started off filming it offhand, and then I basically got to my tripod, and I got so much footage of it, and I've got videos here of it. He would just drum every day, all day, just and then he would fly up in a tree and feed, and then come back down, drum some more, and it was an awesome video. Yeah, it's on the channel here if you want to check it out. I even got one where I sped him up and slowed him down, and they're amazing birds. They got some power in their wings, I'll tell you. And now here he's going, heading, because that's what he'll do. He'll come in, and then I'll put the food out, and if the food happens to be there, then he'll eat. But a lot of times, like I said, I'm waiting to put it out, just so the squirrels won't, get into it. And then once he makes his little rounds, he kind of remembers, oh yeah, the sunflower seeds, I kind of forgot, and now he's making a beeline for them here, and I've got 3 bowls on a piece of wood, just so that, he can kind of, if there's other critters there to compete, then, they'll all get some. And I had these plastic bowls, these hard plastic bowls, and I thought maybe the seed slides around in them a lot, so I thought maybe it's easier for him to, I just used little margarine tubs or little Cool Whip tubs, wherever they were. And I got to put some more feed in them, though, or more seed. I know that when I put it there last night, that he has to reach down in quite a bit to get them, so we got to keep our grouse satisfied here. We don't want to have him not show up just because of poor service. So small portions, we gotta. I felt he was eating a fern or something there. He's on the moss, and he's like, I know where that seed is. He said, I'm just gonna head for it, and then, like I said, I'll fill the bowls a little fuller so you don't have to reach down in so much. There he is. He's getting, oh wow, he's like all kinds of bowls here. I just love Cool Whip. I mean seeds. Like I said, I got about half full. I gotta fill them right up the top, and then you don't have to reach so much. And he's like, yeah, this is the way to eat. You don't have to walk all over the yard to find stuff. You just stand there, and he can put them away, them seeds. I got one video here where I sped it up, and I think I tried to count how many seeds watching the video, and I think he ate about 400 seeds in just a short time. It's quite a little handful. He's spoiled now. He just loves these sunflower seeds. I should surprise him here. I might do that sometime here. It'd be cute to surprise him and put some blueberries in there. See what he'd do. Maybe raspberries. A little big raspberries, I suppose he could pick them. I was going to put an apple in one, and like a whole apple, so he can just pick at it. Might try that too. And we'll see how it goes. The squirrel will probably try to take the apple. That's the only problem. You know, we're tired here. I got lots of time on my hands, so I gotta have something to film. Filming my groundhog here still. A groundhog under my shed. Got another video of it coming up here right after this one. Her colors are so vibrant and white on the. A lot of times you don't realize that that they have as much white on them. That's what they do, Remind you of a ptarmigan. The ptarmigan from out in the Arctic. They turn white in the winter, just like the snowshoe hares. Oh, and then it's so cute because she she ate out of that first bowl, and then she kind of walks by and she does a double take. It's like she's almost by and says, "Huh?" It was like, "Huh?" It's like, there's seeds in that one too. Oh my God! It's like, how'd that happen? And then she's looking at the third bowl, and it's like, I think she takes a swipe at that one too. She goes up here, and I think, yeah, because I remember I thought my camera angle, I'm filming up through an open window here, and I don't have any more angle than this. And she's going to go up here, and you can see her beak there. She's eating out of the third one. She's like, she got a little bit of all three. Catching the edge of the window there. Yep, there she is. She's got her beak right in that one too, and she's like, tastes just like the other ones. Yep, see, I had enough. That's it. I had enough. Clean my beak off. I'm still eating something. I'm probably eating seeds off the ground. I think she goes back in the bowl here. I thought she went back in the bowl again, but maybe not. No, she's picking and picking. They seem to know what to eat, Oh, I'm gonna come back and she came back and got a few more out of that bowl. I forgot. I think I did remember that. I gotta stop. She's saying, I gotta stop. Oh, another one. I gotta stop. I'm just gonna get fat. Imagine them sunflower seeds will put fat on. A great thing for going into the winter. I know it kept them. Look at her white colors. She's really in a hurry to go someplace else, but all she did was go down and feed along the edge of the lawn, so I don't know why she was in such a hurry. I guess she wanted to get some veggies here before dark. She loves ferns. You see her eat ferns, grab great big pieces of them. Any green leaves they love, She's just looking for anything she can find. There'll be a lot of insects here pretty soon. I mean, all kinds of them. Caterpillars and moths. There's so many moths. And moths are fairly easy for them to catch, when they're on the ground. And all kinds of bugs. Ants, everything. Grasshoppers, there's another one. Grasshoppers. Crickets. I don't know if they could eat a whole grasshopper. That'd be a cool video. Maybe if they could eat it in sections, but I mean, as far as a little hard to swallow, grasshopper legs. Crickets wouldn't be too bad. Little inchworm and stuff like that. Little white moths. She's in good shape. She's, or he, it's a he, remember. It's a he. Yeah. We'll be drumming here soon. Maybe it'll bring a female back with it, with some babies, so I can catch this one drumming, and then the baby's coming in with the mother. That'd be awesome. Not asking for too much. But anyway, if you made it this far, well, hope you enjoyed it. And I don't make them for views, I just make them. I film anything that moves and some things that don't. It's my motto. Anything I find interesting. And I love editing too, so anyway, we're coming to the end of it here, and guess I got a groundhog video I gotta go edit and get it ready to put on. I've already got it done, I just gotta do some narrative on it. Yep, she's still looking for food. Later, maybe a moose lover.